Gotta get all my cords situated. So I actually played for about 30 minutes and then just quit because my internet just completely cut out on me. Oh, actually, I'll need to go back because yeah, we don't have our we don't have any poisonous apples. Okay, so yeah, we'll catch some Kaji. Actually, I guess we can just do it now. I can probably be fast enough. Oh, my button presses are off. Played 2 good days of Apex. Actually had some decent teammates. Nothing spectacular. Still got mad at my teammates like almost every game, but I had some games where like if it wasn't just me saving my teammates, I mean like I had a couple games where we had over 20 kills as a team. I had 2 6-kill games, which was really good. I had a 7-kill game, which was insane. Multiple 2,500 damage games, which for me is insane. I usually, even if I'm in fights, I just don't like to shoot that much because I'm a final circle guy. When it comes to Apex Legends, I am all about that final circle. I'll shoot 300 bullets in the final circle. Just straight up Cyril Figgis suppressing fire, man. It's big. It's huge. Being able to lock down a corridor or something in the final circle is just... it's my favorite thing, man. Because then when they finally, like, if you hold them long enough, they finally do turn that corner, and you just unload your R301 into a full squad, man. Oh, those hit markers. Beautiful. I find when I play Crypto, that's when I get my highest damage games. Just because you can go in, shock a whole group, and then take your shots. Vantage is so much fun. Have some really good games with Vantage. I think I'm only Platinum 1 or 4. Platinum 4. Other way around. My bad. We're climbing. I can if I try, I can usually hit Masters. But I mean, it's just a camping thing. And that's the craziest part about Apex to me, is that, like, it's not hard. Other players die so quickly that all you have to do is just rotate. And it's it. Just keep rotating and you will get to top 10. And then top 5 takes some smart plays to like weave through teams. And then top 3 is just finding a good corner. But usually top 5 is when I like to like make my presence known. You know, find a building or lock down a corridor or something like that. Take like a slice of the pie. You know, put your back up against the zone and try to hold like one slice of the pie. Honestly, you can do so much with that. Play caustic, throw down some barrels, and just shoot half your clip one direction, the other half the other. And nobody should mess with you. Okay. The double Hama Hama catch. I used to believe this was something special. Nope. I used to believe if you caught 2 small Hama Hama back to back, the third one was going to be a big Kaji, but it's just a small Hama Hama. Obviously, I didn't catch anything impressive when I reset the game, but I was dropping so many frames, it was just crazy. Oh shoot, wait, I didn't even count any of that. That was all muscle memory. Also, I watched one Johnny Bravo video, or it was like a clip. It was like a 20-second clip, and it has been stuck in my head. So I apologize if I make any just outlandish sounds, but it's from Johnny Bravo. You know, honestly, I always say I wouldn't change much about a game if I modded it, but I would add weather to all areas. I would add a chance to spawn in here and it be raining, or the cloudy effect. Probably not the embers. That would be cool in the dungeons, though, for Chapter 5. And you take, like, damage slowly? Like you're poisoned? Or no, it'd be constant. Oh. That would be cool. You could do that in Rainbow Butterfly Woods as well. Like, have floors where, like, you have to wear an amulet or something. Or, like, you're poisoned the whole floor. I also think this game would do wonders with just adding more enemies. Now, I know there were limits because there are sometimes in a room where there's too many enemies now, but if they remastered this game, it could be crazy, man. Where there's moments where you're like panic doing the charged attack as enemies are standing up because there's just so many of them. Because that was one of the good feelings about Dark Cloud 1 was that, like, you felt like you had to leave the dungeons. You couldn't just stay in them. There wasn't enough resources, but I mean, obviously there are. Let's get another one in. It is one like nice thing about the lure rod is you don't have to wait. So like my fish is determined. Like if I'm catching this fish, it's determined. It doesn't look like we were. Oh, nice. Okay, so we have 51 of them. Alright, we're hunting for Mardans. We're gonna try to knock out Kaji and Hama Hama today with the lure rod, if possible. And then we're gonna swap here for Mardans. It's just how it's gonna be. I have no other strategy for beating the Mardan record than this. Second place is 95 centimeters. Well, I can tie at 94. I can get it at 95. I can tie first at 100, and I can take it at 101. We want 102. For Hama Hama, we want 126 centimeters. 450 something FP. And then for Kaji, we want 188 centimeters. And then like 615 FP for personal bests. For records, Mardan, potentially 110. I doubt it though. I'm betting it's 102. Hama Hama, 150 is what I want. I want to see it. I want the best for that fish. Probably 500 FP. I could see it. Kaji, 200, 700. Calling it. There is belief it goes to 750, but it remains to be seen. Again, it's just kind of weird that, like, I mean, I did fish a lot, but I came out of nowhere and I managed to just break the records. But again, it could end up just being the lure rod. Somebody could look in the code and find out that the lure rod is the only way to catch the biggest fish. Maybe the last 10 centimeters are missing. Maybe, yeah. Because that would make sense. If 89 centimeters was suddenly the max size, catching something 170 on a bait rod would be huge. Because it's technically a 180. Which is funny, because, like, I didn't figure the lure rod out. I guess I'm the one who figured out that, like, it just doesn't matter. Just shake the rod. But again, I'm not the one that figured out waiting the 2 seconds matters, the bite count, or any of that. I get why people don't like it. So long as the reason you don't like it is the reason I don't like it, though. And that's it. You can't see if you're missing a fish. But the problem with that is, though, I mean, like, if you could shake it for 10 seconds, I guess, if you wanted. But, like, you pretty much know you're not getting the fish. I think it's my FOMO. I feel like other people should love the lure rod. Because you're basically, yeah, like, you're not getting the fish. 8 seconds is more than enough, I believe. I know I've tested shaking for 10 seconds, and I always felt like, this is ridiculous. Sometimes I feel like 8's ridiculous. But I also remember when I first got into lure rod fishing, I caught a couple ghost fish. And that was before I knew to, like, give up. I would just shake. I haven't caught a ghost fish since I learned what I was doing. And maybe I was losing the fish. I'd have to go back and watch. Is that a fishing contest? Yep. Okay. Excuse me. We've got some Mardans for that. I think anything over 60 to 50 is good enough for the fishing contest right now. And then when I get into heavy Kaji fishing, we'll basically have it covered. I don't think I'm going to try to legitimately breed a fish up. I think I'll just do what I did last time. Oh, I haven't even checked the time. Shoot. If you're wondering about the stamina drink in Banana, it's just kind of a throwback. I used to believe that when you were fishing out of bounds in Chapter 3, if you drank a stamina potion, you would catch bigger fish. It worked a few times. It was weird. A couple of the times while I was fishing out of bounds, I just drank a stamina potion and I would catch a giant fish, and it happened enough that it was like, okay, there's something weird going on. So for a while we called them pink placebo potions. Okay, I'm betting it's like 7 a.m. Yeah, look at that. Why did I switch? It doesn't even matter. I wish you could listen to that while you fished. That's something I would mod. I know a lot of people say they like the fishing music and it's great and all, but after a couple 100 hours, ooh. Look at that, it's just now morning. Perfect 8 a.m. Line up my cast. The Shigura tail's not in my camera, that's not good. I wonder if we'll have a good picture. And then again, I just 8 seconds. Wait 2 seconds. I've been kind of waiting 3 seconds lately. And that second shake really isn't necessary, but again, I have FOMO. Because you can wait here, but you're not always going to catch something, and then you got to shake more. And the lure does lose a little distance every time, so it's getting closer. And then I shook all that, and I still didn't see anything. So, I don't know. I think it's just best to get all your shaking in at once. And then if you want to do like a short one and then wait. But I don't know. I hate saying this at this point because I do feel more comfortable saying I'm at the top, but until somebody shows me another like method or something like that that actually has good results, I'm kind of just hanging with this. Or that there is like a, I don't know, an answer or something. Like when you throw your lure out there and you hear it make the bloop bloop sound, you know you didn't get a fish. And it's like, oh, okay, so there's always a chance. Like right there, it made the bloop bloop sound, I think. I wasn't paying attention, I was talking. Not looking so hot. Sometimes I'm worried it's actually the point values, man. Superstitious. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that I changed the point value by 1 and suddenly I catch a fish. I don't like that. I don't know what to believe. Ooh, we are not standing in a very good spot. Look how bad my picture is. I like to be right between the two Shigura. Kind of like they're framing my fish. Like, hey, check out this big fish. Nice fish, Max. Thanks, Mr. Shigura. Although I don't have the shell talkie, so they actually have no idea what I would be saying. They'd probably think I'm cool. I'm sad I never figured out how to catch one of these guys on a fishing pole. I tried. But I never even understood how I caught Master Utan, so it's kind of hard to catch something else when you don't even know how you caught the first thing. Obviously I tried the same steps I did to catch Master Utan, but the glitch didn't work. I think the key to it is the fact that Master Utan has a cutscene that's always active, so long as you're in the level. So when I was like using the debug menu to run a cutscene while catching a fish, I think it was playing Master Utan's cutscene while I was catching the fish, replacing the model of the fish with Master Utan. And I tried to use the cutscene where you see Shingala run away, but I couldn't find one like that I could get to work. I thought maybe if I activated some other cheats to get the fishing pole out, or glitches, I could possibly do it in Mural Cave, but I didn't know. Excuse me, I had to burp there. I gave up, like I said. Oh, it's 6:30, it's perfect time. I'm pretty bad at telling if it's like perfect time to fish or perfect time to go to Mural. I guess I should just do what I used to do and wait for the stars, but I get antsy. Oh, big stretch. Oh, my stomach's empty. Did not have a big Thanksgiving dinner. Not this year. Bit of disappointment. But we're gonna fish. We're gonna do a lot of fishing today. I'm gonna run some errands. I'm gonna come home, relax, play probably 2 hours of Borderlands. And then I think I'm actually gonna hit 1,000 videos like today or tomorrow. So I'm pretty much, I think, gonna lock into Pokemon for the rest of the year. I'm gonna stream Pokemon, and then I'm gonna play Pokemon offline because I want to finish my Professor Oak challenge. I started it in 2019. Like, it needs to be done. It's an impressive challenge. I've been playing for 800 hours, perfecting this challenge run. I have caught Shiny Rattata, Shiny Unknown, Shiny Ghastly, Shiny Kakuna. I caught soft reset for Shiny Eevee, and then I duplicated that into all the Shiny evolutions. I duplicated 30 odd eggs, and I got a shiny Elekid, Magby, Pichu, Igglybuff, and Cleffa. I didn't get Tyrogue and Smoochum, though, which is really sad. Really sad. I kind of regret it. Actually, let's take that back. I really regret it. Who else did I get shiny of? I can't remember. I think I have like one more shiny on the team. But I only need 2 more Pokemon for the Professor Oak challenge to be done, and that is Celebi and Misdreavus. And you don't get Misdreavus until you beat the Elite Four for a second time. So I have to have Celebi caught, and I want shiny Celebi, and I've spent like 3 years trying to get shiny Celebi, and it's like I'm not giving up. So yeah. So anyways, I'm taking a break from Celebi to shiny hunt my dream team, which is the other part of the challenge where I'm making a perfect team of 6 shiny Pokemon. And yeah, some of them are so rare I don't think they've ever been caught before. Shiny, I should say. I'm working on 2 of them. One of them is way rarer than the other. I kind of want to stream it, but like I have no idea how to stream like an actual Game Boy outside of trying to mod my Game Boy, and yeah, I've got too much history with it. I couldn't do it. I'd screw it up. It's my baby. Nope. If I can get this challenge done, I mean, I'm just dreaming getting it all done in a month, but I can binge, I can lock in sometimes. The easier part is going to be the fact that they're actual hunts, and I'm not just like standing at a shrine, soft resetting my game, like, is it shiny? No. Is it shiny? No. Is it shiny? No. I'm actually like looking for a Pokemon somewhere, like running around in the grass. So it's like, okay, like I'm actually getting to, you know, move the character. Do I want to be on the bike? Do I just want to walk around? There's even like, and this is some like serious Pokemon shiny hunting mechanics here. I'm kidding. But not really. When you're shiny hunting, there's a thing called corner bonking. So you can like walk in a corner and bonk your character against like the trees or a rock or something. Or if you can find like a good spot where like you can bonk all 3 walls, it's easier. But if you bonk, it counts as an encounter, but not a step. So you can save your repels and then repel trick a Pokemon. So if your first Pokemon's level 16 and you use a max repel and the highest level of Pokemon in the grass is 16, you'll only encounter level 16. So you can make shiny hunting easier that way if you can manage to find your target Pokemon's the highest level in an area, and then you can just, you know, single them out. And then again, you can use the bonks to save steps on the repels, which saves you money. And then you can actually go a step further and buy super repels instead of max repels because it's actually a better deal. So like, I don't know. Depends how much you want to min-max, but I love min-maxing. So, again, it's one of those things that, like, the whole time you're doing all that, you're thinking, like, okay, get your corner bonks in, get your corner... Okay, not a shiny. Corner bonks. And it makes it go by that much faster than, like... Celebi takes a minute per reset, and you see a single Celebi, and you don't move the character. You just mash the A button to get through the title screen, and then the dialogue with the shrine. And it's, like, it's one of those things where, like... It's just so boring. Having the shiny Celebi is one of the coolest things ever. But, like, getting it is truly one of the most... Because you gain nothing. It's not like you actually, like... oh, every encounter, at least I get 3 gold and an elixir. Like, you get nothing. You get nothing! And that's the part that kills me, because, like, there's so much more you could be doing. I've literally shiny hunted while killing bosses in Elden Ring with poison. I have poisoned bosses in Elden Ring, and while their health ticks down, I've shiny hunted. I'll shiny hunt while doing anything I can. I should never have a Tesla. I would. In a heartbeat. You think the sleeping drivers are bad? Wait until you see me got like 9 DS's plugged into the outlets. Draining my battery. Oh my god. I wouldn't actually do that. I'm like a hyper-vigilant grandma on the road. I drive at the speed limit. Sometimes 5 over. I understand what flow of traffic is. But like, man, there's too much going on. I find that speed limit. I flick the cruise control on. Maybe 2 over. Maybe 2 under. Do I know where I'm at? I don't know. Do I know the terrain? But nope. From the day I got my license, I remember thinking like, oh, I don't like this. These are death machines. And I was like one of the last in my grade to get my license because my birthday's so late into the year. And like, I just remember thinking like, oh no, they gave all of you license. That's not good. That's bad. That's bad. I've seen you all in the parking lot. It all makes sense now. Oh, that was like... free-for-all at our school. I don't actually remember it being bad, but looking back at it, it was pretty bad. Everybody fighting for parking spots. But my anxiety had me driving to school like 45 minutes before it started. Just because I don't know. I didn't know it was anxiety, but like I had to be there in case something happened. Again, I didn't know why I was waking up so early every single day of my life, but that was always one of the funniest things. People would always ask why I got to school so early, and it's just like, I don't know, like, what else? Sometimes I sit down and I play video games and I forget to go to school, and I'm late. And they're just like, ooh, why would you play games before school? And it's like, I don't know, man. I get up at 4 or 5 a.m., and then, like, you get ready for the day, and then school doesn't start till 7:30, so it's like, I'm done by, like, 4:45, so what am I supposed to do? I'll sit down and play Call of Duty, or something else. When I could drive, it was Call of Duty. Oh my gosh, it was just Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2. World at War was my favorite, but I distinctly remember, like, my KD was like 0.3 or something. Like 0.4. Or no, that might have been 4. Yeah, no, I think it was 4. One of them was, like, way worse than the other. But I loved World at War. World at War had my favorite map design of any Call of Duty ever. Castle, making night, making day. Making day was good, but making night was just... whew. What was the one that was... It reminds me of Castle, but it was like it had the little center area with the bamboo thickets that you could hop up into, and then like it was just, again, it was like a broken down castle everywhere else. What time is it? Shoot. I might be casting for nothing right now. Oh, yeah, look at me. Oh, whoops. Excuse me. You know what? Let's just go do it anyways. We haven't been catching any big Kaji. I wonder what fish it's gonna... I can't remember what fish it takes for the contest. Does it take them out of the bag or my aquarium? Is there a save? I know he asks, so we'll just find out, but... Oh god, look how beautiful these fish are. I want one, man. I want one so bad. Ugh. Oh, no. Okay, it's from the bag. I should probably have saved. I mean, it's 250 Gilda. Alright, I have no idea if this is gonna work or not. I still love my babies, right? Yep. Just making sure it wasn't pulling out of the aquarium. Whew, okay. I'm scared we're not gonna place here. We are in the second round. Oh. Yes! Oh shit, we got a flamingo. I wanted a flamingo. Just want to make sure Monica still had the light speeds on her. Oof. Sometimes it hurts, man. Makes you question yourself. Oh, jeez, it scared me, Jojo. What, baby? Well, that was weird. So wait, is it smarter to... Wait, hold on. Hold on. Can I hit the fish if I've already waited? Hold on. Is that the technique, actually? So 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, dude, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Does that, like, do some sort of check to see if I've already looked for the fish, and then, like, I can just rack up a score after that, and then do little, like, because that wasn't a full 2-second break. I don't understand how this all works still. I thought I did, but then I do something like that, and it's just like, do I actually? What, baby? Which is, why are you all... Oh, God. Why are you guys all jazzed up all of a sudden? What's happening? I just heard JoJo jump down, and she's all jazzed up. Why are you jazzed up all of a sudden? 1, 2... Little break. Little break. Little break. Little break. Alright, I don't think there's anybody. Oh, gee, you're bad. You're bad. Little break. Little break. Little break. I don't know, man. Might have just gotten lucky, like changing the point value. Nope, I don't know, man. Questioning it. Questioning it all. And yeah, it could be one of those things that, like, if I looked at all my fish across all my catches, across all my accounts, might be a perfect bell curve or whatever, and it's like, oh shit, like, damn. There were just some days where I got so unbelievably lucky it made me think that there was something going on, but there wasn't. I just, you know, I went 5 days without seeing a giant fish, and then all of a sudden I saw 6 giant fish to make up for it. It's like, shit. That is 1 fish per day. Son of a bitch. Because, yeah, I kind of felt like towards the end there that, like, if I fished for 12 hours, I was going to see a record-setting fish. And then sometimes I wouldn't. And then, yeah, one day I saw, like, 6 of them. And it's like, shit. That literally would make up for it. And it's like, that's not how most people want statistics to work, but that's how probability works. Because when you look at it on a graph at the end of the day, it looks totally normal. But just because one day you had a crazy experience doesn't mean it wasn't working as intended. There was a big talk about that. I guess there's a big Pokemon trading card app or something right now, and people were talking about how in like the first few months they were opening like crazy god packs, and now they're like, my packs suck. Let me move these down here, and everybody's basically just like, yeah, that's kind of gonna happen. They're like, you'd have to map out all your cards to actually see if your cards suck now, or if you just had insane luck at the start. And people were like, that's what I'm talking about, though. Like, it seems like all my cards are terrible now. And people were like, yeah, but you might have just been one of the lucky ones. I think that's what was happening with me in Genshin Impact. I think I had a crazy cheat where I was opening like single wishes, and then if I got to like 7 wishes without getting a single, because you were guaranteed after 10 wishes to get a 4-star. And you could do single or 10 pulls, and I would do single pulls until I hit 7 or 8 if I was feeling risky, and then I would do a 10 pull, and it would almost always guarantee me a 5-star. It was crazy. It felt like I was cheating, but then all of a sudden, one banner, I couldn't get anything, and I hit pity, and I remember sitting there thinking like, oh my god, did I just wish 90 times? I don't feel good about that. And then I realized, like, wait, that, like, oof. It's like, that hurts. And then I started looking at, like, my averages and stuff like that, and I was just like, I did really, really well, but, like, this could get slippery quick. So I sadly quit playing the game. Mostly it wasn't that hard of a quit, because when I quit playing, there was just no content left besides who could have the highest damage numbers. And I literally couldn't afford to keep up with the whales. I was just getting so lucky that I thought I was keeping up with the whales. But as soon as, like, I can't even remember what happened. There was like a certain combination that came out. I just couldn't keep up with it. I was able to keep up until Hu Tao. I was only like, honestly, 1,000 or so damage behind everybody, which is it's a big difference. But like, when everybody was doing hundreds of thousands of damage, I don't think we had hit the millions yet. Oh, I think actually it was with Hu Tao. I think the only thing I was missing was Zhongli. Oh, yeah, honestly, that does sound right, because you needed Staff of Homa for both of them. But I had Staff of Homa for Hu Tao. But I actually didn't use Hu Tao, I used Diluc at the time. I used Diluc. What was his name? Jinqui? Jinquao? Jinqui? Jinqui. Xingqui? Qui? Qui? Ki? Jinqui? I can't remember. Diluc with the fucking Wolfstone Greatsword. Sacrificial Sword on Jing. Klee with the Grimoire that boosted your next character's attack damage. And then I'd use Ganyu. And oh my god, man. I had the Amos bow. Oh, it's insane. My problem, though, was I wasn't actually going for highest combo damage. I was going for, like, fastest clears. So, like, again, I would fucking hit everybody with I'd go in, rain sword everybody, and then I'd switch into freaking Klee, and then I'd switch to Diluc and just hit my ult, and it would vaporize everything on screen. And if it didn't, I could switch to Ganyu, use her bow, and kill everybody there. And if it didn't die then, yeah, it was kind of crazy. She had almost like 300% crit damage. It was crazy. I did so much damage. And I only spent $5 a month. And then it got bad. It was literally, it was just Hu Tao, man. I was just like, I need Hu Tao. Everybody's saying she's the best character. I like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing all the damage numbers everybody's doing. Freaking, it's over for Diluc. And then I remember getting her and just being like, oh, like, yeah, she, okay, yeah. And then just, I remember thinking, like, I have all of this muscle memory now for this character. And then, I mean, she is a waifu. She's great. But it's like, damn. What have I done? I literally, I had gotten another Diluc in the process of wishing for her. And, like, I just remember thinking, like, I should have just stopped there. I was good. But I wasn't, like, one of the elites in the Genshin community. But I was one of those people that, like, every time there was, like, a big post where somebody was like, oh, check out all my blanks. And I would post and people would be like, oh, shit, like, who the fuck are you? And it's like, I just collect. I just like collecting things. I like shinies. And then somebody else would show up and they'd be like, I've been collecting since day one. And it's like, damn, that's impressive. It's like, I didn't start collecting until I got to, like, you know, the city and stuff like that, which was like day 3 for me. But shit, you were on day 1 collecting? That's damn. Oh my god, yeah, like, there was, like, a whole, like, side cult of collectors just for the fragile resin hoarders who could hoard the most fragile resins. I was one of those people. But nope. Between the Hu Tao incident and I distinctly remember saying, like, oh, you know what? I've got all my fragile resins. I've got all this stuff saved up. I will come back when they release Baizhu. And it just took so long for Dendro to even get announced that, like, when Baizhu, like, I think he did 2 rotations through the shop before I even knew he was a playable character. And it was just like, I don't even know if I want to come back. And, like, I think about playing it all the time because, like, I loved the combat, man. I loved it. But the story's so drawn out at this point, like, I just don't know if I'd like it. Although there is a chance that I could just go back and turn down the world level and blitz through the story. Dude, I might need to quit and restart. Like, I hate it when I don't catch fish here. I know most people are like, the game's not seeded, it's just RNG. But, like, dude, I just don't believe it. There are days where you just catch fish on every cast, and there are days where you don't catch fish, and I don't believe in suffering through it. You can change the RNG. You don't have to deal with this shit. It sucks, man. I hate not catching fish with the lure rod, and, like, I think a lot of people just get bad RNG and think that the lure rod doesn't work. When in reality, like, you don't have to catch just Hama Hama, and you don't have to just catch 1 fish a day. It can be manipulated. It just takes a little time. And that's the hardest part. The time. I've watched people, actually, you know what? That is, like, really the hardest part. I've watched people give up on, I'm gonna have to do it. I can't do this. Where's the fucking save? I've watched people give up on catching Mardans and Barons and, Dark Cloud 1 just because it wasn't fast enough. Streamers, mind you. Streamers. I hope this works. Oh, come on. Get up here. You were just up here. You're so bad. You're bad. That's what you are, June. You're bad. You were up here. Oh, you were. What are you flopping for? Don't make me kick you out of this seat. No, I want to sit down. I'm too tired to stand. No. Come on. 1 second, guys. I got a flopper. Come on. Come on. No, no, I'm not standing. Come on. Where do you want to sit? Alright, she's in a basket, under a blanket, with my mom. She should be fine for now. I have no idea if that actually works, or how that works, or if it is working, or what. But it's usually what I do. I know it works to some degree, and again, I don't know if it's just working. Every time you load into the game, it grabs a random something of data, and obviously, since you saved the game and exited, it's going to be different the next time you load in because your time's different. I don't know if it's because there's minor differences in how long it takes me to get to my fishing spot, so the RNG is just slightly different, plus all the human errors of, like, am I casting as soon as I can? Am I shaking as soon as I can? Am I shaking at the same speed? But I don't know. If I go an entire day without catching fish, though, I almost always reset. It's just not worth it in my eyes. It doesn't seem like it did anything. If you're out there wondering if we'll know when I've hooked the ultimate fish, the answer is yes. Since my resilience is maxed out, when I hook the perfect fish, the bar will almost instantaneously rise to about here. It'll be crazy. It'll be scary. And then every time I touch, not hold, just touch the X button, it'll jump to about the halfway mark as well. They're not exactly fun fish to catch. It's exhilarating, but it's scary. A wrong shake of the stick, and you are one mistake away from losing the fish. So, like, if you get an arrow and you press X at the wrong time, fish is gone. Shake the stick a second time, fish is gone. Pull back too soon because you're at 2.7 instead of 2.5, fish is gone. It's crazy. Even at 99. Even at 99 resilience. Even at 100 resilience. I don't think it's that way on the bait rod, though. It feels totally different between the two rods, and I think that's one of the reasons I still believe that the bait rod can't catch the perfect fish. Because it feels easier to catch big fish on the bait rod than it does the lure rod. Even when you're at max stats. However, the lure rod does feel easier for the average size fish. But like when you get up to those giants, it's crazy. They're just so difficult, but yeah, if you're catching like a 120, the lure rod is, I would say, easier than the bait rod. But like when it gets to 150s, I feel like the bait rod's honestly easier, but I don't know. It's been a while. I caught that 160 the other day and it seemed pretty easy. Damn, another day, one fish. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. There's still also the controversy of shaking fish, and I don't believe in that. I mean, like, on top of everything, can you imagine shaking the one fish you catch per day? You don't actually catch anything, even, in that situation. You catch nothing. And dude, for all I know, there's some weird hidden mechanic where it's like, you let the fish bite 3 times on a bait rod or something like that, and the 4th bite's the biggest fish ever. And that's why nobody's ever caught it, is because nobody ever lets it go that long. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna find out. I want to be the guy who misses the perfect fish because you don't shake the fucking rod at the right time. That's crazy science. That would be cool, though, for, like, a Dark Cloud 3 mechanic, or just a remaster of this. You get, like, a rumble on the controller, and then the exclamation point pops up, and you smack it. And then it happens again, and you smack it. And it's like, oh, shit, like, 3 of them? Oh, this is big. And then, like, 4 of them, and all of a sudden you know, like, oh, shit, okay, this is big. And then the fight starts. That's a mini game within a mini game. But if it's like a normal small fish, like you would just get it on the first one, and then if it was like a you know, like a metal fish, it'd be the second smack or the third smack, and then that fourth smack tells you, like, oh shit, this is big fish. Big fish. Or they could just bring back the fucking shadows. That'd be cool. Just spawn 20 fish in every dungeon. Or 5 fish per fishing hole, just do that. Ain't no shame in that game. Maybe I should go after a different fish. We're not really catching anything here. We could try for some gobbler. I think I'm going to try to do my... Well, never mind. I was going to say I think I'm going to try to do my best to save the last 3 fish for, you know, the Baron, Den, and Priscline. But we already did Priscline, so... It'll just be Baron and Den if we can. Gobbler's going to be a problem. Mardan's going to be a problem, but we're trying to tackle that now. We're going to try to get this done with. I don't know if I need all 100s. It kind of scares me. We're sitting at 99s. We're sitting at 99s, and we caught 1 centimeter short of the Kaji record. So, like, I don't know, man. I still don't know where I sit on the whole 99s versus 100s thing. I'm genuinely betting there's something in there. There's like just a perfect combination, like 75 flight, 50 strength, 25 resilience, 35 grip, 10 luck. And it's just like every cast gets you the rarest fish in the pond. And it's of a certain size. That's handsome. Oh, we can sell the swan now, though. We have a flamingo. Oh, and we can have fun playing Spheda because we did the out-of-bounds glitches. I forgot about that. God, that was stressful. A lot of stress going on. A lot of stress going on now. I still do think the fishing contest and everything could have been handled better. I think they should have just done what they did, and the owl shows up once a month or whatever. Oh, what is it? Every 10 days, every 2 weeks. And instead of what he does now, I think it should just be the old point shop where you could buy weapons and, you know, like gemstones and whatnot. However, you know, you had to hold on to your fish for every 10 days. So, like, it's kind of a pain in the ass because, like, it's like, oh, I'm going to buy a bunch of gemstones when he comes around. And then it's just like, wait, my inventory's full. Holy crap. I'm literally full of fish. And you're basically just standing around for 3 days because you can't dungeon because your inventory's full. And if you find a chest, you're gonna have to throw some fish away. Yeah. Okay, that should be morning. Yep. We're gonna go for some gobblers now. Is there anywhere else I can fish for stuff at night? Let's just try it. Oh, yeah, let's just try it here. Let's just go for it. What's the worst that can happen? Something crazy happens and all of a sudden I question reality again? Ah, that's not the worst. The classic. I genuinely don't feel like that works. I mean, I've seen it work. But I don't feel like it's a good method to use. I don't know. I don't know. I'm guessing some like 12-year-old who watched their mom play this game one time and their mom was just like, oh, it's a fun game we used to play when we were younger, like, but nobody knows anything about it. And they're just gonna be like, what do you mean nobody knows anything about it? Like, okay. And they're just gonna take a look at it and basically data mine the entire game in an afternoon and just spill the beans. Or it'll be me in 6 years when I get tired of not knowing and I finally learn how to figure it out. Dude, what is going on today? This is what I'm talking about, man. It gets weird in this game sometimes. There are times where this game's just fucking suspicious. And I want to believe it's all RNG, but it's not, man. There we go. Holy crap. That was awful. Even after the reset, we still weren't catching fish. Hold on. Hold the phone. Okay. I feel like I either just got super lucky or I might have stumbled onto something. They always say that there's a pattern with this thing, and I'm wondering if I just stumbled onto it. It's not so much a pattern, but I wonder if there's a certain number that fish fall into. So I think this is 6 seconds of shaking at this pace. Dude, I wonder if all the fish, not so much a pattern. Well, it would be a pattern. You would have to shake in a... Okay. Hold on. No, maybe not. Just getting lucky. I don't know. They're handsome guys, but no records. I genuinely, I don't think I'll ever be able to crack it. Between the whole RNG is constantly changing based on where, we know it's based on where Max is moving and like everything, like it's constantly changing. That, the stats on the fishing rod, all the different types of bait, all the different fishing locations having different lists of fish, I don't think I'll ever be able to tell. I think I'd have to spend 10 years fishing in this game, collecting data, and maybe I'd be able to be like, oh, you know what? The Baku Baku in Chapter 3 are slightly smaller than the ones at Palm Springs Lake. But if you fly over to the Chapter 8 part, and just like, I don't think it'll matter how much time I plug away at this. I don't think I'll ever actually crack any secrets. I think I've caught some amazing fish and I've figured some stuff out, but I haven't proven anything. I've figured out that the fish are bigger than we thought, and I figured out how to feed your fish properly. Ooh, I'm glad this wasn't a big one because I just messed up big there. It does say in the book that this is the best place to fish for Mardans. It says they bite here more often than anywhere else, and it appears so. So maybe we're hanging out here for a bit. Handsome. How big were you? I don't think he's that big. I think he's just a filler. Did we catch anything giant? I don't remember catching anything giant. Like anything like 150 and above is kept for the last few rounds. I feel like here soon Mardans aren't going to be able to clear it unless they're over 250. We were already pretty close in that last one. Ooh, big stretch. That is a change I would probably make about this game, though, is I like Dark Cloud 1 fishing more in that regard. Oh, sorry, I just kicked my microphone. Barons and Mardans were always catchable. Were they more rare? Yeah, at certain parts of the day. But they were always catchable. Would that be broken in this game? I don't know. At what point do you think the player can afford to buy 50 poisonous apples and just sit there and catch Mardans? Because in this game, it's not worth it. Literally, there's no benefit. You have to wait 10 days to get to another fishing contest to turn those Mardans in for anything. I mean, I guess you could make money, but they would just have to make it so that poisonous apples were more expensive or the Mardans sold for less. Probably do both a little bit. Make the Mardan sell for 75, which is still more than the other fish. And then make the poisonous apples cost just a little bit more since they're a bait and a throwable. I don't think many people would shake their head at that. Wonder what time I can stop fishing for these guys at. It's like one of the few places, this is the only place actually I think you can catch Mardan and see the sky. Yeah, you can't in Fish Monster and you can't in the cave, so it is kind of unique in that situation. Oh yeah, look at that. It's when the stars appear and disappear pretty much, so I feel like I'm gonna go to Gobblers though, because leveling up the lure rod on Negis just seems like insanity. Although doing my Mardan fishing might not be bad here. We just caught way more Mardans here than we have in like Mural in a long time. But I didn't realize Palm Brinks Lake is like the place to go. I'll be honest, in all my fishing research and whatnot, I never paid attention, or not lake, Palm Brinks River. I've never paid attention to this place. I think it's dumb. I thought it was dumb. I never got the point of fishing here. But now I realize that this is the most accessible place with a 0.5 chance to catch a non-fish, which still don't know what that means, but the guidebook says 0.5 for nothing. And then the Gobbler is a 1.0 here. So, like, you're only going to catch Gobbler. It's got the lowest chance to get no fish. And it's so accessible. Because I got out of bounds in Chapter 3 in the rain to get a hold of this chance at a Gobbler. But, nope, apparently the Palm Brinks River has the same chance at Gobbler. But you can't catch Nonky here, so still Chapter 3 out of bounds. Still, it's got its unique quirks. Oh, you can't. So we'll get some experience, we'll level up the rod, we'll keep on the Mardan grind. That's not helping. Although, that's still a level. I also do forget that I think Kaji and Hamahama are, like, technically the rarest fish in the game. I do forget that they are technically the rarest fish in the game. I don't think a single point in the game do Kaji and Hamahama have a 1.0 chance to bite. I think actually your best chance for a Kaji, according to the guidebook, is a 0.2 chance to bite. Which, again, the lowest you can get a fish to not bite is 0.5. Meaning Kaji are always half as rare as not catching anything at all. So, like, again, I don't know what any of that fucking means. But I do forget that Kaji are technically the rarest fish in the game. It's so weird, too, because, like, I haven't even seen a pickle yet, still. We tried. We've tried many a times to catch a pickle, but we haven't. Maybe we need to try now. The water is weird today. Maybe I need to go fish. This is why I always say you should fish at all the fishing holes, but I don't even follow that advice because it's annoying. Yeah, truthfully, gobblers are probably just the way to go. Just fish here. Just get your lure rod up here. There's no reason to do it anywhere else. If this fish is worth a level, there's literally no reason to go anywhere else. Yeah, this is the place to build up your rod every time. Weak. We're gonna get things to 30. We are gonna take a break at the 2-hour mark. You know, just as I normally do. I do that. I'm gonna grab breakfast. Grab something to drink. I already cleaned the litter box. I already filled the water dish. I do have to go outside. There's an owl pellet on the front porch. I need to clean that up before the dog eats that and we're screwed. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I need to do that as soon as possible. I already filled. Oh wait, shit. One minute. Okay. I had a jug of water set out forever ago, and I was gonna go fill up the animals' water dish outside so that they had water, but there's a bunny eating a pumpkin that my mom brought home from work. I'll fill their water up. There's enough water in there for now. It's not like it's scorching. Whew. Trying to debate if I want to get the Pokemon grind started now. Let's record, we'll do one more Dark Cloud 2 segment. We'll do 2 more hours after this. We'll go around the map and catch all the fish we can for 2 hours. Just to see if we catch anything, you know, crazy. And then I think I'm going to play some Pokemon today. On the 3DS. I need to do more of the Abstract Ironmon. But, we'll do more, we'll do more of that later. I'm going to do some 3DS hunting. Because I have to do groceries and stuff later. Because everything was closed. And then I'm going to do some Borderlands later in the day. We're about to get to some really fun stuff in Borderlands. I'm gonna have to do some research. I wonder, there's a caustic shotgun, I think. There's a legendary caustic shotgun that I really want. Like the sickness or something? Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, so I'll take a break here in like 12 minutes. And then we'll come back and we'll go around the entire map and we'll catch fish. And then I'll probably call it after that. So we'll just do a nice little 4-hour stream. Oh shit, I forgot there's no exclamation point. I'm waiting for the exclamation point, and there isn't one. It would be mind-boggling to find out that, yeah, here, this is where you catch the biggest Mardans. It'd be crazy to find out that their bite rate is like 3 times as high here or some shit, and it's just better to farm them here. Look, yeah, that's crazy, actually. That is crazy. Either I am on the perfect, like, Mardan bite seed, or you do just farm them here because they bite more often. That is absurd back-to-back Mardans. That was so fast. I'm also trying to find Mountain Dew Gamer Fuel, but like I just bought it the other day, like 4 or 5 days ago. And I can't find it already. I don't know if it's sold out or if it was just like a weird promotional item for a couple days. I found some cans of it at a store, but it was the flavor I didn't want, so I didn't buy it because it was super expensive for cans of soda. And it was like, dude, if it tastes bad, I'm gonna be real upset with myself. But like, I know for a fact it wasn't the store I originally bought the bottles of the other flavor from. But I'm looking for the what is it, citrus cherry? It's the orange one. It's so fucking good, man. Delicious. But I was checking out at a store and I saw 2 of them in the little like fridge section. And I was like, absolutely. Like, it's been a while. I'd get more, but I guarantee they changed the recipe and they're going to taste like shit, but I'll get 2 of them. And I took 1 sip of one and it was flat. And I just remember thinking, like, this is still delicious. Like, I don't think this thing's carbonated at all. And then the second one had some carbonation to it. And it was like, this is just as good as I remember it. Okay, we're not catching any fish. So those first 2 were kind of crazy. I'll say, if we keep catching fish at that pace, we might actually set the record. Like, no doubt. I have doubts. 100 solid. That is a solid Mardan. That is a unit. Is it perfect? I don't know. Could be. We could potentially know if the person who fished for Mardans kept fishing for him, but they were a one and done kind of person. Once they had the record, they were done. I like to push myself. I like to push myself until I can't, and then I like to come back later and try again. Alright, well that slowed down. That would have been crazy if we caught like 10 fish. Okay, where are we gonna do first? Probably Palm Brinks Lake. I'll probably just run up there and then take my break. And then come back and we'll just fish through the map. I'll probably just rotate Fish Monster Swamp here and then the cave at night for Mardans. And then just fish the daytime in every other place. That sounds smart. We probably need to empty our inventory too. We'll do that. God, can you just imagine actually being able to see the fish? Even if it was just one fish at a time. And like, if you scared it away, yeah, it was gone. You got a different fish to appear. But like, I don't know, man. I miss that mechanic. What are we doing? Let's move to Balance Valley, and then we'll do Palm Brinks. Actually, you know what? Just being obnoxious. I'm gonna go get some bomb nuts, just because I would like to try almost every bait that I can in each area. It's a bit expensive to have all the baits on you at all times, but fruits are an entire... Oh, we don't even have Fabio, bro. Fruits are an entire separate category of bait. So, like, I kind of just lump them all together, which isn't smart. But I do it anyways. But bomb nuts, there's something about bomb nuts that just strikes me as it's the best one. They can only be bought here. Bananas could be unique too, especially since they're like a healing item. They could technically be like the best bait, and I just don't realize it because I keep them on max. Never really mess with that. I haven't actually. I've always jokingly kept them on max because I think it's funny. But now that I think about it, they are the only bait that's a healing item. I thought bomb nuts were the most important one because you couldn't get them anywhere. But then I learned that you could buy them there, and I was kind of like, oh, well, shoot. I still feel like they're somehow special, but I don't know. Now that I'm talking about it, if anything, it would be the bananas. Alright, I'm taking too long. We're missing the 8 a.m. hour. Good enough? No? Alright, we're close? We're close. Damn. That's good enough. See, you think Fabio is the guy to pick to catch bigger fish, like to bring with you, but like Olavine's ability is to pump you up. It literally says it pumps you up, and it's just like, damn, bro. I used to believe the stamina potions made you catch bigger fish, and it's like the harder person to recruit fish related has the ability to pump you up, and it's just like, I'm so suspicious of that. Alright, how do we want to go about this? Prickly, Mimi, Evie, Batten, we got our Minute, Petite Fish, Bomb Nuts, Potato Cake can go in there somewhere. it's because of the fucking... Okay. Whoops. I was like, wait, what? Oh, son of a bitch. So yeah, what do I do with that? Oops. Well, that's dumb. Whoops. I bought one too many of those. Well, that was wasted. I'm gonna switch to the fishing music. I know I said I hate the fishing music, but I'm gonna swap to it. All right, I'm gonna take my break now, so I'm gonna hit the old... Oh, wait. YouTube, thank you for stopping by. Thanks for watching.